Hey Young, how's it going? Jung, sorry. Always mispronounce it. Yeah, that's the one. We're live. How's it going, everybody? Look at that. Look at the screen being properly set up and all that. It is so hot in here. So hot. And it's getting hotter because the sun is straight at my windows right there. I have 3 windows. And all of them are being bathed by terrible heat and death. And death. So what I have over here is plain old good water with ice, and that works a lot of well. So how's it going, everybody? I'm on pause screen right now because this area is highly radioactive. Well, I say highly, it's just 1 rad per second, so it's pretty rad, as it were. And that guy over there that you see over here, he is Mr. House that we met last episode. Well, we don't really, just saw a picture of him, which leads credence to him being a robot. But then again, that might be because I played the other DLC that has robots and stuff, and it just what I think. So I think everything is good on the stream and all of that. Is that right? Sounds and all that. A little bit out of breath. Yeah, but where you live, that's a good thing. Because the sun is nice to you, Northerners. The sun is nice. It's times like this when I envy you, Northerners, with your summer snows, like Pycelle says in A Song of Ice and Fire and Game of Thrones as well, in both the books and the series. Speaking of which, doesn't it go live, the new episode of Game of Thrones today? I'm not gonna watch it. I'm gonna wait. But, yeah, let's get down to business. Oh, that's not good then. So let's get down to business and see what is up. Okay, that's the beautiful, beautiful Mr. House. Let's get, let's actually check my effects over here. I don't have anything Red X applied. There it is. Got hiccups. These things are really valuable. 720 per? Man. Okay, and we have our friendly guys. We have Vault status elevator, status log. Most recent events displayed. Okay, so this was right after... Whoa, right after the bomb. Radiation leak detected on 2... Oh, no, that was not right after the bomb. It's actually pretty recently. 2279. Radiation leak detected. Maintenance bot dispatched. Power surge. Oh, this is more about the time. Power surge detected. Maintenance bot non-responsive. Moving the security alert level 1. Protectons activated. Turrets activated. Sentry bots on standby. Everything is active. I don't think I'm gonna be able to disable these. No, I didn't. No, it's just it's always I haven't had time to do pretty much anything. I meant to release the first episode of Stalker Misery earlier. Just couldn't set up everything. I had to spend like 3 hours to set up everything and get everything ready. I've had very little spare time, unfortunately. But my vacation should be coming up, in which is gonna be a good thing, because I'm gonna have time to do all the things that I want to do, because I don't have to work. And that way I can just catch up on my recordings and all that sort of nice stuff, and of course the mods that I need to experiment and all that. Especially I'm looking forward to the end of Legend of Grimrock, because I also want to mod that game. Okay.
Attention. This is now a combat zone.
Yeah, you're gone. You're gone. Okay, this has nothing. It's plasma rifle. It's got always the problem of radiation all the time. The pulse grenades, are they good? No. Grenade box, plasma grenades, they are better, yeah. I got it's 4 weeks on average, but I will only have 1 week of vacation, because I get to choose which days I get, so I take days all over the place and just get 1 week. I think the minimum legal is you have to take 2 weeks straight, but because of the size of of the company that I work at, I just don't do that, because I don't really care, to be honest. 2 weeks straight without working, it's tricky. For a programmer, it's tricky. Okay, so let's see. Recreating. That's not... Yeah, let's go with that. Decimating. Okay, so it isn't ing at the end. Decimate. It could be automobile. Okay. Domination. Decimate. No, that's not it. Encounters. Decimate. It could be this one. Okay, well, this is a waste. Unless I get a nice... Unless I get a nice, lucky restore my things, but those never happen, so screw that. Oh, this is to disable the protectons. Okay, good. Incredibly, it's not. So... Incredibly, okay. Incredibly. Could be this one. It is! There we go. Hey, Arilagi, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. You're not late at all. I just started, I would say 6 minutes ago. So you're very on time. I'm gonna cancel security alert. I'm in the vault. If you missed last stream, basically we're in a vault. I think it is a vault, or a place anyway. I'm pretty sure it's a vault underneath the Legion base. So cancel the security alert. So they're shutting down now. And we have a few computers that we can hack. Let's see, refunded. Let's see if this is one. Refunded is not. Okay, that's great. Which means this is not it. So refund could be this one. Okay. This is not. Refund. Refund. That could be this one. Let's see. Every day. Every day. Could be this one. It is. There we go. Okay. Getting 2 is usually... I like the hacking minigames because it's always good enough for you to do it at the first time if you pay attention. Otherwise, if you don't, it's not good. Turrets reverting to standby mode. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay. So I'm disabling the turrets, and over here we have the other Securitrons. Oh, it doesn't let me do my thing. Okay. Okay, we got a toolbox over here. Okay, one rad. I'm gonna save. Everything should be okay. Activated elsewhere. I don't really know what we have back here, but nothing looks like the case. That it is. Okay, this one is not activated here. What the hell? Hi! Yeah, really don't need to fight these guys. Oh my god. I can upgrade. Oh, that's right. I can upgrade their army or destroy their army. I'm gonna upgrade them. Hey!
Move along, please.
Overlord? That's not what he said. Okay, I'm gonna upgrade them. Flamer fuel. That's good enough. We got a generator over here. If the bunker's power generators are destroyed, its reactor core will overload in a matter of seconds, with catastrophic results. So let's not destroy these things right now. Oh, that's the Mr. Handy that he sent. We read about that. Dr. David, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Colonel... Republic of Games. Oh, yes, Colonel Rog. It would be. Okay, so I really don't want to destroy these things. I'm gonna try and do something that doesn't involve that. Hello, Mr. Turret. Not destroying them at all. Okay. Still very big amounts of radiation. This is the security, because there's a radiation leak. This is the Securitron operation console for the Securitron Vault. Software updates can be installed from this console. I'm going to insert and install the Mark II upgrade software. Wildcard, you and what army? The radiation leak doesn't... This door is permanently jammed, cutting off access to the other sections of the vault. What is this sound? Why do you give me this sound? Why? This... Is it... Are they marching or something? And, yeah, let's not destroy the generators.
Move along, please.
We got leaks. Oh my god. Oh, this leads somewhere. I'm just going left at this point. Oh, it leads back here. Okay. Yeah, okay. Oh my god, look at the armies of robots!
Move along, please.
Oh, this is not good. This is not good. What is Mr. House trying to do? Can't open this. Oh. This junction box could be rewired. To override the security, I need repair of 60. I should be able to get that. The security doors control disconnecting it from the automatic security system and opening the doors. Let's leave the junction box alone because I want to see if I have that skill. I think I do. Let's see. Skills. Repair 66. Yes, I do. Okay. Let's rewire. Hi! How's it going, guys?
Do not interfere with security operations.
I am making security operations. Can't really do much, though. Not really sure why I did that, but sure. We're fine. Oh, okay. Did I get everything? No, we didn't. I didn't look at all these things. For tactics on stream. Yeah, I want to. That's a good question. I did promise when I was considering starting streaming, I meant to start streaming because of Fallout Tactics. I even said that repeatedly on the Let's Play. I do want to stream Fallout Tactics on the hardest difficulty and hardcore mode, but not really sure when that's gonna happen. But I do want to do that. Yeah, definitely want to do that. That is a definite yes. Okay, so there's nothing over here. Let's keep going. We haven't gotten it irradiated, all things considered, so I'm liking that. Hey, man.
Your work here is done. Return to the Lucky 38 so we can discuss next steps.
Yes.
You have a very bright future ahead of you. Thanks to your actions today, so does the rest of mankind.
Well, the problem is there's mankind outside that kind of wants to kill me. I think. They don't. Not right away. Okay, we're good. That's great. Oh boy. Got hiccups. Yep. Yep, exactly. Older games, tactical ones. Well, technical ones in general, but older games tend to be a little bit more tactical sometimes. Well, Dr. David, I think Portugal kind of wouldn't be the main objective, but we are part of NATO, so they might all. I mean, we would definitely get into war if the U.S. got attacked, unless the U.S. gets out of NATO. But ask Trump about that. He might not really understand what he's doing with NATO. But yeah, basically, if any country is attacked inside of NATO, Portugal would definitely need to declare war. So we might get bombed, and I probably would get bombed because I am kind of close to a major city. The country, it's. I mean, in a world like Fallout. Well, the thing is, I think a nuclear war doesn't need to be that big to just destroy the entire world, because the nuclear winter that would come after that would destroy the entire world. And that'd be that. Send, like, probably about 10 nukes should be enough, but I'm just estimating, really. Need to ask a scientist about how many nukes need to be thrown at anybody, really, to make a nuclear winter. Because after a certain point, you just can't come back from a nuclear winter. I think so. Yeah, I think we'd sink a little bit because we're in a sort of a sinking plateau. Portugal is. We're not part of. We're kind of half of Portugal is in a sinking plateau, but we're not like distinct from Spain or anything. We're just. I mean, we're as a country we are, but geologically speaking, we're not. Yeah. Then surviving the nuclear winter would be the problem, but that would. That probably. I mean, a world like Fallout. Surviving in a world like Fallout would be extremely unlikely, and that's why there's so few people outside. It's like a 99.9% chance to die, just like that, and everybody else kind of lives in shit. And that's how it is, unfortunately. Fallout never really touches on that though, because it starts after all that crap happens. Fallout is not a world where you deal with a war. You never deal with a war. You deal with the world that comes after, and I think that's really good. Anybody that attacks any NATO country is threatening NATO. So yeah, that's who. Turkey gets attacked. They're NATO. We need to attack. Oh, I'm dehydrated. Okay, and Turkey is saying many things. So that's one country that people might want to attack. But I'm not. I'm not saying that Turkey should be attacked. I'm just saying that they have a very outspoken government. So, nobody would attack Italy right now. But why would they? I hate your Ferraris. Oh boy, I don't know enough about politics to answer that question. Who would? I don't know. China certainly wouldn't. Russia probably wouldn't. Probably North Korea. Actually, they are at war with the U.S. So yeah, North Korea. The whole NATO is at war with North Korea right now. RPG, you got it? Yeah, well, it's not really Turkey that they're not happy with. They have never been really happy with Turkey. I really don't really understand what Europe has been doing with Turkey all this time. Just entertaining the idea that they might join. Well, it really depends on Turkey rather than anything else, but I, again, don't know enough about politics to comment on that. Do I have purified water over here with Eddie? Hey, Eddie, do you have purified water? Yes, you do. Give me one. Okay, it's good enough. Okay, so these guys are gonna attack me. Hey.
You've carried out Caesar's will, but I must confiscate your equipment again.
I didn't carry out Caesar's will.
You're free to leave.
I really didn't. Do they take all the weapons that these guys have as well? Cass?
Let's deal.
Do you have a gun? Yeah, they do. Okay. Hey, man.
The new slave girls are quite beautiful.
They are? Okay.
Slaves aren't much of a challenge in the arena.
Yeah, but that's because you're a pansy. Okay, well, let's go outside and deal with Kaiser, Caesar, whatever. And here we are. Back outside. Oh, sorry, mister? Okay, so I can sprint. Yay, I can sprint. Not very agile, though, so I don't have very many action points. Unfortunately. And Caesar is over there. Through there? Through here. Through there. Where's the entrance? Through here? Through here. I got it. Hey, doggy. How's it going? Little guy.
You must enter Caesar's tent alone. Anyone else must remain outside.
I know. Where's Eddie? Cass. Hey, sit here, please.
Sitting tight. And pretty.
She does change her voice. I stand it, that's out of character. She's a very badass girl. Why does she say it like that? Well, she can say whatever, but I feel that it's a little bit out of character. Okay. Hey, dude. What is up, my man?
I felt the ground shake a while ago. I'll take that as a sign you've got the job done. Let's press on, shall we? As I was telling you before, I want Mr. House out of the picture.
Well, he's gonna be out
You
of
have an interest in his death, too. If he knows that you destroyed his gadgets beneath the fort, he will strike back. You know where to find him. How he dies, I leave up to you.
What was that machine in your tent?
It's called an auto-doc.
I know.
As the name suggests, it's an automated physician, more or less. He can treat broken bones, cuts, punctures, scrapes. Sometimes I bestow its use upon someone I favor. Makes for a powerful gift in a culture that forbids painkillers and is largely ignorant of medical science.
Well, yes, I did notice that, because you guys apparently only have one doctor that's not even a doctor, it's not even free. I have some questions to ask.
What did you want to know?
Oh, apparently we're gonna be able to talk to him now. Are your bodyguards special in any way? What's that even mean?
My Praetorians embody the martial ideals of my legion. Each one of them has done enough conquering and killing to deserve the rank of Centurion. Instead, I invited them to join my guard. So the invitee chooses whichever current guard he thinks is weakest and challenges him. The fight is to the death. It keeps them from getting complacent.
You must have a lot of people, disposable ones, that are fighting for you. How long has Lucius been the head of your Praetorians?
Lucius has been the head of my guard for 5 years now.
That's Lucius.
He was a subordinate guard for 8 before that. No invitee has dared to challenge him yet. Maybe it's an issue of respect. He is getting on in years.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
What else did you want to know?
I heard rumors of your legate, Lanius. What's his story?
Linnaeus is the greatest of my battlefield commanders. Some might call him a great man, but I'm not sure he qualifies. Once, he was the greatest warrior of the Hydebarks, a tribe of the Arizona. Maniacal in battle. Sometimes he'd ambush Legion patrols by himself. When after several months we found and surrounded the Hydebarks camp, their chieftain raised a banner of surrender. The warrior, who was not yet Linnaeus, went insane with rage. He struck down his chieftain and attacked his own tribe.
And of course you saw that, and that guy is a sane person that I want to have as my friend. What happened when Lanius attacked his own tribe?
He killed 15 before they brought him down. He didn't die, obviously. I had him tended to. He was maimed, most of his face torn off. It was days before he regained consciousness. When he did, I went to his bedside and showed him the helmet I'd had forged to cover his face. I said he could have it if he'd fight for me. He accepted, on condition that he be allowed to kill the surviving males of his tribe. I said, make it the adult males, and you have a deal.
Suppose you enslave the rest? He sounds more like a savage than a general.
Linnaeus is savage. Savagely loyal, too, but only to me. He has no love for my legion. But this has its uses. He has no attachment to his men, no compunction about battlefield losses. All he cares about is destroying the enemy. When another Legatus or a Centurion fails to achieve results, I send Linnaeus to make things right. His first step is to beat the failed commander to death in front of his assembled troops. Then he orders the ritual of decimatio.
Decimation. Yeah.
It means decimation. But in ancient Rome, the word had a very specific meaning. A punishment for cowardice. The legionaries are lined up in ranks. Every 10th man steps forward and is beaten to death by his brothers.
It's not always like
that. It instills a certain robust obedience.
No, it's a terror tactic. Yeah, but it wasn't always like that. Decimation was performed in different ways in different occasions. It actually wasn't performed all that often, according to written record. But it was performed, and famously in some situations. So Lannis will lead the assault on Hoover Dam?
Yes. This time my legionaries will be more frightened of the commander behind them than the enemy before them. There will be no failure this time, no retreat, no years of gathering slaves and resources for another assault. With Linnaeus to drive the legion forward, the dam will be taken. It will be our bridgehead across the Colorado.
Why did the legion lose the first battle?
It's not going to happen again. That's all I have to say about it.
No, okay. I didn't really ask that. I've heard the commander of the first battle called I've heard the commander of the first battle was called the Burdened Man.
And I've heard it's a bad idea to tempt the wrath of Caesar. Change the subject.
Can I tempt it? Okay, well, let's change the subject.
What else did you want to know?
What do you think of the NCR? That's an interesting question.
Do you want my opinion as a former citizen or future conqueror? Actually, my opinion's the same either way.
Oh, good.
As a young man, I was taught to venerate President Tandy of Shady Sands.
Sounds like your parents were terrible.
The founding mother of the new California Republic. Did you know her presidency lasted 52 years?
No.
And that her father, Aradesh, was the Republic's first president?
I did.
Does that sound like a democracy to you? Or a hereditary dictatorship?
You're really asking that question? You're really asking that question? What it sounds like? That's not my answer, but I can't really say what it sounds like. It sounds like, yes, it sounds like a dictatorship. You're making a point. Make it. But yeah, apparently I'm gonna make a point here. President Tandy was voted into office each time.
Because the council didn't dare oppose her. She was too popular.
Yeah.
She had the people's love. So things ran smoothly, more or less. And as soon as she was gone, as soon as there really could be democracy, what happened then? Ever since losing its queen, the NCR has been weaker, more diffuse.
Nope.
Democracy has been its weakness, not its strength.
I really don't think that's the case. What proof do you have that it's been weaker? More diffuse? Because the NCR is the biggest badass faction I've ever seen in any Fallout game so far. They're everywhere. They have so many people. They are so much stronger than they were in Fallout 1. In Fallout 2, I mean. In Fallout 2, they were squabbling over New Reno. And actually, New Reno was pretty powerful. But they were resorting to terror tactics. They really are not weak. Yeah, how are they weak?
Greed runs rampant.
That's strength.
The government is corrupt.
Again?
Accepting bribes from Brahmin barons
Money.
And landowners to the detriment of citizens.
Yes, money.
The NCR is a loose conglomerate of individuals looking out for themselves.
That's what it was before.
Virtue.
No,
one cares
never
about
had
the
it.
collective, the greater good. It's not built to last. I'm just hastening the inevitable.
You're just a demagogue. That's what you are. Oh boy, but it's great. It's great because at least I can understand this, and this is really well done because I'm seeing the holes in his logic. Because, frankly, there's no... I mean, you always have to have holes in the logic, like... I mean, it's the Legion, right? But at least it's not some far-fetched thing. People really think like this. People really build up pasts that are way better than they actually were and just say, oh, it's all in decline and all that. The NCR was never as powerful as it is right now. It was never as strong. We met a guy... we saw this in the game. The guy that's controlling the embassy, I think, in New Vegas, is more powerful, more dedicated, and more successful than the guys previous to them ever were. And it's just bringing up these facts, as it were, that are not facts, and mixes them up with nonsense about greed being a problem. Greed is a good thing, you idiot! Greed is a fantastic thing. It gives you more money. I mean, corruption as well. If the people like it, it's a great thing for the country. It's bad for the people that are being, you know, greed is a bad thing because of the others, but for you it's good. If the NCR is greedy, it's great for them. But I do understand where he's coming from, though, because what he's saying here is that he's looking out for the people because the government... He's just not making a very good argument that could be made, but still would have a lot of holes because he's not going to the point of it, which is that the NCR isn't perfect. But he wants... that's not his argument. He doesn't want to paint, oh, they're not perfect. Because neither is he. What he wants to do is destroy the only bit that he can actually destroy, which is, you know, take at the rotten core of the NCR, because it is rotten. But he's just... well, it's great, because at least I can have a discussion with him. And actually, it's good that when I asked how the NCR was weak, I could actually say that. Because I like when my thoughts have a representation in the game. So surely the NCR is a powerful foe, I guess.
Of course. The most powerful my legion has faced. Also the first to which I am ideologically opposed. Until now, every tribe I've conquered has been so backwards and stunted, enslavement has been a gift bestowed upon them. My conquest of the Mojave will be a glorious triumph, marking the transition of the Legion from a basically nomadic tribe to a genuine empire. Just as my namesake campaigned in Gaul before he crossed the Rubicon, so have I campaigned and will cross the Colorado.
Yeah, that's just historicism, really. No point does that have any resemblance to the rest. Do you disagree, Naked Nader? Feel free to argue. I'd love to hear your opinion on this. Maybe I'm seeing it wrong, or maybe you actually just have a different opinion. Is he really a powerful leader? I'm not sure he's a powerful leader. I'm not sure even if he is a leader at all, in the sense of the traditional decision-making. I think the point is what he said. The NCR is the first enemy that he is ideologically opposed to, and I think that is a cover-up. I think that is more of a cover-up than anything else. He's not really opposed to the ideology of the NCR, because when he made the argument against the NCR, he says that they're not true to their ideals, effectively speaking. So, the NCR has the right ideals, or ideals anyway, and then the practice, which he is very much opposed to, they're not, you know, they're not, according to him, they're not doing it right, the practice. So I think, ideally, he actually wants what the NCR wants, which is the good of the people. They just go about it in two different ways, one of which is him deluding himself into thinking that the people that he enslaves are better off being enslaved. How are they better off being enslaved? Did you talk to them? Did you meet the guys that I met coming up here? The guys that are... Sure. What do you know about Mr. House?
I know he's a coward, hiding behind an army of robots ensconced in that tower of his like a wizard in one of those Grognak comic books. Some say he's a man, others a machine. I don't care. He's in the way.
He doesn't like comic books. That's his flaw right there.
What else did you want to know?
What role will regional power play in the conflict? I guess, because we're attacking the dam.
I've analyzed the region's tribe to determine how they might be useful. I may tell you more at a later time, if it suits me.
Sounds reasonable. How did you rise to power?
Ironically, I was born a profligate myself, a citizen of the NCR. My family lived not far from the Great Boneyard. After raiders killed my father, my mother sought the followers' protection. I was 2 years old. She found work at their library, cooking and cleaning. I learned how to read, and soon I was taking courses, free of charge.
You were a follower of the Apocalypse.
Oh yes, raised in that tradition. And the teaching stuck. I was taught it was my responsibility to bring the torch of knowledge to the wastes. I may have taken the torch part more literally than they intended.
Did anybody intend... Oh, the followers, yeah. What changed you from a follower to a dictator, I guess?
When I was 20, the followers sent me east to Grand Canyon. It was my first expedition. Just me and a physician named Calhoun. As an anthropologist and linguist, my assignment was to learn the dialects of the Grand Canyon tribes.
Well, you're a terrible linguist.
What a fucking waste of time.
That's another point of you being a terrible linguist. Doesn't understand what it is all about. Now I also thought about what I was saying before. I don't think he's actually a very good leader, or a very strong leader in particular. Because of what he said right now as well. Not just what I said about him hiding behind the ideology. There's another thing, which is... I was actually thinking of that, I just didn't say it. For a moment there, before, not right now, but before, for a moment there, I thought they were gonna make his character be like, I'm a slave to my own place in the Legion. Like, he doesn't really agree, because sometimes you see this, like, dictators of terrible, sometimes you see this in some fictions, dictators of terrible systems or whatever, terrible countries or whatever, just being a slave to the image they have created to themselves, so they can't really go out. They may even disagree with what they're doing, but they're victims of the system, which very much mirrors what is going on in the NCR, and it goes on in some real world governments. But that's why I think he's a tactician more than a leader. Because he really needs stuff like Awe, Caesar, or Kaiser, or whatever. He needs people, just the cult of personality. I think that a strong leader doesn't need cult of personality. That's what I mean. So yeah, I think the end result is that he's very much the Legion is very much about the Caesar, but I mean, all the things that he needs to go through to get to that point makes him kind of. I mean, he's not a. I think in some ways he's not a strong leader. Yeah, Naked Nader, tell me why. Tell me why you disagree. Because I would love to hear your opinion. The thing about not every faction being perfect, yes. But even if you paint the Legion as being ideologically perfect, you're looking at the flaws, and the flaw of the NCR is that they are not the perfect democracy. The flaw of the Legion is that they kill, raid, pillage, and enslave. So, yo, what's the balance there? A strong leader doesn't need to be feared or loved, I feel. And I think particularly in the Caesars, in this Legion, I think he would benefit from being loved, because that's what the Emperor was in Roman times. People loved the Emperor more often than not, even though only the first one was not killed. Did you know only the first Emperor? I think there were how many emperors? Wait, so there's 6 or 7. Wait a minute. I don't know how many emperors there are, or there were, in the first empire. I think it was 6 or 7. I don't really know. I don't remember. But only the first one was not killed. I remember learning about this. But generally, the thing about the empire of Roman empires is that, and this is something that people sometimes forget or don't know, the Roman Empire, which the Legion is based on, was a religion, was the state religion. So you had the emperor was a god. He wasn't representing gods on Earth or anything. He was a god. And this can be tricky to understand, because our perception of what a god is these days is different than what it was back then, which is another subject unto itself. But the Roman emperor was a god, and you had to praise. Not you know, you didn't have to go to your temple to give offerings, but you could give offerings to the emperor. There are temples erected two emperors, temples that were erected to certain emperors, then seven emperors. Thank you very much. There were temples that were erected to emperors that then got converted into other deities, or the other way around. It's all a big mess. But the thing is, this is actually one of the reasons why Christ historically could have been considered a criminal, is because he actually went against the state religion. And the state religion, I mean, you could follow your gods of the Romans, or you could follow your gods of the Greeks, or or whatever god you liked. It wasn't a problem. The problem was if you denied the emperor as a god. That's the only problem. You can be, if you want to be a Jew, if you want to be a Christian. Well, actually, if you were a Christian, that's not the case. But like, if you're a Jew, or if you're an Egyptian, or if you had all the different religions that existed inside the Roman Empire, you could practice those religions, but you couldn't say that the Roman emperor wasn't a god as well, because that's a big difference between the religions of back then and most mainstream religions right now. Is that right now, if you're a Christian, you say, oh, but I don't know, the Buddhist god doesn't exist. that's not real because I'm a Christian. Or if you're a Muslim, you say, oh yeah, but I don't know, Jesus. Well, actually, Muslims, I don't really know enough. But basically, there's a sort of disparity between the way people treated religion back then and the way people treat religion, or most people treat religion right now, which is saying that there can only be one God that's true, and it's not like my God is better than yours, or my God is what my God is, because that was very much what happened back then. And that's what Christ did wrong. It was basically just he went against the law because he said the emperor wasn't God. And yeah, they got him crucified, or could have been that, could be other things, but there's a lot of no problem, Akinator, it's fine. So do Muslims, now that thank you for telling me that. Can I ask you a question? Do Muslims see Jesus as a prophet as well? Because I think that's the case, but I might be wrong. There weren't Muslims then. Yeah, yes. I'm just saying as an example between what exists right now and what exists back then. Muslims, I think, started in the 7th century, maybe later. I don't know. You didn't need to worship the emperor. All you needed to do is not say that the emperor didn't exist, basically. But the Christianity very much went against all the things that Roman religion stood for. So, you know, by being a Christian, you would be against that. Yes, a prophet, not the son of God. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I had that. I was under that impression as well, because it's Judaism, Christianism, and Islam are all Abrahamic religions, and also Mormonism. Is it Mormonism? Mormons are also Abrahamic. So there's 4 main religions on that particular sort of culture, but it's still basically the different approaches to effectively the same tradition. I'm very well, Ghost Spider. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. I was just talking over here, very, very interesting dialogue over here with this guy is called, I don't know his name actually. You can see his name on the upper right corner because I got my face up here. But he's called Kaiser, or Caesar, however pronounce it. He doesn't know how to pronounce Latin, so I'm just gonna call him Caesar because that's how Latin evolved. Yeah, so he's the Caesar, and he's talking to me about a lot of things. And I was talking to you guys about how I see this particular thing. Oh, okay. Okay, so that makes sense. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, because even I don't remember the name of the Islamic prophet. Muhammad? No. Man, I don't remember the name, but yeah, even him wasn't actually a son of God, or considered a son of God. He was considered just a prophet as well. Mahomet, sorry. That's tricky to remember. Yeah, well, yes and no. It depends. The thing about religions, it's really interesting. Yeah, different interpretations and worships. Somebody asked me in a comment a few months ago about the difference between the Roman religion and the Greek religion. Now, I'm not the best person to talk about this, but my answer, I mean, there's a common understanding that the Roman gods were basically a different sort of version of the Greek gods, to a large extent. And I think ideologically speaking, they very much were. Which is not, I mean, I'm not drawing any parallelisms with anything that's going on with other religions these days, or in the last couple of millennia. The thing is, I think religion is very much more about the history of the gods. So if you have June and Mercury, no, wait a minute, June and Mercury, I think that's how it goes, right? June and Mercury, is that June or Junos? Junos, I don't know. But anyway, if you have the, what's the, Junos and Mercury, is that it? Poseidon. Let's go with Poseidon. Poseidon and Uranus. Is it Uranus? I don't know. Oh, come on. I don't know the names. I'm sorry. But if you have, like, the two gods, effectively they have their different personalities with different... yeah, I think it's Jupiter and Zeus, right? If they're different gods with different personalities and different opinions and different things, different histories, more importantly. And for the scholars of each religion, they learned completely different things because they were different gods, even if they were ideologically the same thing. But more importantly than that, there is the fundamental aspect of what religions actually do, which is creating a social tradition. And I think that's actually the most important aspect. Is even, I mean, like we think about Judaism and Christianism and Islam, and it's all the same God. Yeah, maybe in its origin, maybe it's all it's all Israel's God. I think that's how it is. But the problem is, what really fundaments any of those religions is the traditions and the social constructs that exist that are based on those traditions and all the social principles and all that sort of stuff. So it's reduction. You shouldn't reduce a religion to just its origins, because it's not really what it's all about, I think. And I'm saying this, I'm not religious, but this is my perspective on the thing. And I think I grew up as a Christian, because, that's how people here, most people here in Portugal grow up. But it's just, I think that is the case, that people value their religion because it's what they know. And they come to accept other religions, but to convert to another religion requires something more than just knowing the other religion. I think it's more to do with a choice that actually is based on a lot more than just whose God it is. Because it's not easy to, like a Christian, it's not easy, it's kind of easy, relatively easy to convert a Christian to Islamism. Actually, Islamism is another thing, to Islam, that's how it is. But it's not as simple as just saying, hey, it's the same God, that just this guy that appeared after and said these things that are over here, look at them, look at how interesting they are. And it's not as simple as that, because of all the other things that come after that. Because that's what religion really is. Or the main part of religion, I feel. Why not, Naked Nader? Is it a taboo word? Or is it, do they know a lot of stuff? Well, I don't know much about anything either, but it's just my opinion. And this all started because of, I don't know actually, why. It started with, because they're based on the Roman things, and that's why, well, yeah, Dre, then. But then again, not defying a religion is also causing cognitive dissonance, because that's how religions are based. It's with cognitive dissonance. You see a thing that you can't explain, cognitive dissonance right there. You say it's God. Cognitive dissonance. That's how everything works, really. Yeah, well, I think I don't really talk about religion. And bear in mind, I'm not talking about religion right now. This is not religious talk. I'm talking about societies, which is a different thing. But I don't talk about. But then again, some people might see this as talking about religion, because it's treating about that subject. But I don't know enough to talk about religion, and I frankly don't really care too much. But that's just me. But yeah, some people do get angry, and that's why I don't. I think even here in Portugal, we're not. Well. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's. Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you mean, Ghost Spider. Yeah. About it's a completely different... it's a completely different world in terms of religion, yeah. Okay, I didn't know that, Naked Nader. Yeah. Okay, so why would learning... Yeah, oh, that's right. So what he said before, and I criticized him for it, he said that he was an anthropologist, which, for those of you who don't know, is somebody that studies human cultures and human societies, not from a sociological standpoint, but more from a human standpoint. That's what anthropos means. It means person, or body, or man as well, I think. No, actually it doesn't. Andros means man. Anyway, and he's a linguist. He was a linguist as well. And he studied the dialects of the tribes of the wasteland. And he said that it was a waste of time. He said it in a... He said, what a waste of time. As if it was obvious. And I mocked him for that. Because a linguist would know what good exists in learning any sort of dialect, so much so that some linguists, and I say some because I know some, but I know some that do that, but in my experience, most linguists, most good linguists anyway, actually make up languages. That's how much they actually need to see disparaging things that work like that. But I can say most because I don't know a lot, but that's why some linguists make up languages, because they want to exercise. It's like maths. You want to exercise, but he apparently doesn't see like that. So he probably just a self-proclaimed anthropologist and self-proclaimed linguist when he just really doesn't care about that. Let's see what he says about this.
If you think it's worthwhile to make smart people learn how to talk like backward savages, you're a follower of the apocalypse, or an idiot. Anyway, we met up with a Mormon missionary who already knew a bunch of dialects, Joshua Graham. He was supposed to teach me, but before that went too far, the Blackfoot tribe captured us to hold us for ransom. They were a backward bunch, but the real problem was they didn't know how to fight.
So, what was wrong with the Blackfoot?
The Blackfoot were at war with 7 other tribes.
And they captured you?
Just as pissant as they were. But outnumbered like that, they weren't going to last long. It's one thing to be taken hostage, another to be lashed to a sinking ship. So over Calhoun's objections, I decided to take certain steps.
What steps?
I taught them how to use the guns they already had, how to strip and clean them, how to breathe when pulling a trigger, how to reload ammunition. They looked at me like I was some kind of a sorcerer. So I taught them how to make explosives and started drilling them on small unit tactics. If there's anything I learned as a follower of the apocalypse, it's that there's a lot of good information in old books.
Yup. I'm sure you would know a lot about that. What happened after you trained the Blackfoot? Did they become the start of Caesar's Legion? That would be interesting.
Divide et impera. Divide and conquer. I led the Blackfoot against the Ridgers, their weakest enemy. When they refused to surrender, I ordered every man, woman, and child killed. When next we surrounded the Kaibabs, and they likewise refused, I took one of their envoys to the Ridgers' village and showed him the corpse piles. This was new for the tribes, you see. They played at war, raiding each other, a little rape and pillage here, a little ransoming there.
You're an idiot.
I showed them total warfare.
You're an idiot.
Like I said, there's a lot you can learn from old books.
Except you didn't learn what war is for, you idiot. That's what tribal warfare is like. You don't outright kill the other village. That's not how war works. And actually, that was one of the reasons why the Roman Empire fell. Well, it's actually very arguable, but it makes sense that he would know, that he would think like this. You idiot! War is very profitable. War fuels so many things, and tribal war in particular is fundamental for a lot of reasons. You don't kill the other guys. You need genetic, for starters. You need trade. So even if you are at war with them, you still need to trade. There's genetic diversity that you really need, so the raping and all that, that's really important. Well, you don't need to rape, but you steal some girls and all that, or men, I suppose. So that's really important. And then there's the sociological aspect of having a tribe of fighters, or a tribe made of fighters, because what happens to the Caesar's Legion when they take over the wasteland? Who are they gonna fight next? Are these crazy fighters that we see that are afraid of their leaders, are they gonna, okay, now you can settle in on the strip and you can just, you know, do some agriculture or whatever. Just, you know, do your thing, do your life. You're not gonna be a warrior anymore. There's nothing else to fight. Everybody's saint and whatever you guys think yourselves are. So yeah, that's why the Roman Empire fell. Part of it, not really. I mean, it's tricky to talk about that, but that's a reason for decline in any combat-heavy society, is if you stop having combat. And this, you can see this in a lot of European countries as well, that either adapt and stop fighting as much, or they just break themselves apart because it's too unbalanced. It's too unbalanced. But then again, this is just my perspective. I don't really know enough, but I find it interesting that this guy would think like this, that he would show them total warfare, which, by the way, total war means every person from a certain country is an enemy, and is, if you don't, like, for example, total war. France was a total war with Germany at the beginning of World War II. If a German passed by a French street and the people there, no matter who the German was, if the people there didn't attack him, they were considered, or technically considered, traitors, because they didn't attack. That's what total war is. In practice, it's not like this, but that's what total war is. Everybody is at war, basically. That's why you're free in some situations to attack civilians, because you declare total war. Although I don't know if there's any treaties recently that say it's not. Total war is forbidden, because it might be. It might be. There might be there might be things that forbid total war these days. But then again, I mean, this is not. I'm just talking about real world here. Yeah, Drayden, they find a new enemy to fight, but that changes the society too much. Guarding existing borders is not as simple, as straightforward as that, because especially for the Legion that raid and that actually go on invasion, that is still a big change for their armies. Just guarding, and besides, guarding is boring as crap. You ask actually, like Night Guards and stuff like that, people like that, they have a high degree of depressions and stuff like that, because it's just so boring and bad. Guarding is terrible. But actually finding a new enemy to fight, the problem with the war of any country that is at war is that after a while, especially if there's a big part of the population that is a fighter, after a while your country starts to be defined. It doesn't take too long, a few decades at most. After a while your country starts to be defined by who they are fighting. So if you spend, like, 10 years fighting the whole country, or the whole tribe or whatever, the whole legion fighting the NCR, if suddenly you're gonna be fighting robots for whatever reason, imagine New Vegas 2, the Legion has taken over and they're fighting robots now, it will have a fundamental effect on the society as well, and it will change things all around, because they will lose, for example, as with robots, they will lose the morale, sort of the ideological high ground. So it will change the dynamics. It's a big danger to have total war, and you should only take it in extreme measures. Of course, these guys are extreme, but still. And legions got disbanded as well. Yeah, it's true. It's true. But in the Roman Empire, that works to a certain extent anyway, because not a whole lot of people fought, but still a large enough degree of population fought that it mattered to them. That when they stopped fighting, it was bad. Yeah, that's not the point of military, yeah. I know. I'm just saying. So what happened to the tribes? You killed them all, didn't you? Or, no, maybe he assimilated them, because that's what a good emperor would do.
Kaibobs joined me, and the Fredonians after that. All the pissant tribes with names that should be forgotten. I knew from the start I'd need to eradicate this plague of tribal identities, replacing them with a monolithic culture, a uniform identity. So that's what I did, once my confederation of tribes was large enough. I crowned myself Caesar and created a single great tribe, my legion. I sent Calhoun, the follower captured with me, back west with a message that I should not be interfered with. Joshua Graham, the Mormon interpreter, stayed with me and served as my first legatus.
Legatus. That's a big distinction from the Roman Empire about the monolithic thing. Huh, interesting. Yeah, I'm not saying that the military, Drayden, I'm not saying the military's role is to shape society. I'm saying that's a consequence of the military. Just think of the U.S. and these days, a lot of people. I was saying that before. Like in this game, you have the Patriots Cookbook, and what is it? The Patriots Cookbook. It's. I mean, if you were in Portugal, if you tell me that in Portugal here we'd have a Patriots Cookbook, a published Patriots Cookbook, it would be a literal cookbook with traditionally Portuguese dishes. In the U.S., it's a joke, I realize, but it's a book about explosives. In the U.S., and this is a joke, I realize, but the U.S. is a big gun culture, also because there's so many people in the military and because it has such a strong military force. So the military, while the role of the military is not to shape society, the fact that it exists and who they fight and how they do it and what they do it for or with, it all shapes society. So it's all very, it's very tricky to say, you know, to disconnect the two things. Yeah, I know that, Dr. David, that's the AE that I know, the A. It depends on how you pronounce that, actually, because it can be Caesar, don't say Caesar because they say Cesar, which is a Portuguese name, Cesar, and it's written exactly like that with the E, rather than, well, with the E actually, not the E, because that would probably be called the E, but in restored Latin you would say I, not A or I. That's how it's said. Yeah, very interesting, very interesting. Dr. David, could he lead, well, first, I don't think he could. A tribal empire. Effectively, that's what it is. Caesar's Legion is a tribal empire. How would he make a tribal empire that would oppose the NCR? For political power, that's all that he is about. He cares about political power, nothing else. This is all that it is. Nothing else, just political power. Because you think of a group of tribals just being, you know, imagine the world of Fallout 2. There's a few tribes to the northwest that are all together. They're all in the complex trade schemes and all that sort of stuff. They connect with each other, and they're all, you know, they're a group of tribes. And maybe they have a leader, or maybe they don't. It doesn't really matter. But if the NCR comes in and says, "Hey, we can help you," or we can give you this, or we can have caravans come up here and trade with you in this, but you need to go by our laws, you need to answer to our government, because that's what the NCR does. What is the downside of that? It is independence. It is the political power. That's what he's asking for. But the problem is he's not losing the political power. He's just a group of tribes that attack the NCR for political power. That's what it is. So would he be able to oppose the NCR? Yeah. Egypticus. Aesthetics. Felinidae. Cesare. It is in Italian. It is. Cesare. I don't know how to say, but I know it's written like that because I read a book in Italian about the Roman Empire that had that. And yes, and Dr. David, exactly, his society is very much, we got to see this as we entered this place. His society is very much backwards, which is not a good thing. No matter how you look at it, it's bad. It's bad. Please don't do that. And generally speaking, that wouldn't actually happen too much, because people wouldn't care to fight for Caesars. He would be bleeding people a lot. He would be bleeding people. People would be fleeing. Actually, that's kind of a problem. That's kind of a problem that I just now thought of. The Caesar's Legion would never happen because they would all of them would flee if they leave in crap. Huh. I wonder if that's answered by the game or it's just avoided, because it can be avoided. I feel that's not really a plot hole. It's just how it is. They don't flee. That's okay. But it's interesting. It's really interesting. Their society is not a modern one. Well, it isn't, but that's their choice. they live in tents because they want to live in tents. You know what I mean? They could make houses, but they don't. Why? Why don't they? The world of Fallout has houses since the beginning of the NCR. We go to Shady Sands, the first area in Fallout 1. It's got houses in there, and it's not old houses. That's actually a very fundamental aspect of Fallout world, is that people don't just live in old houses that 100 years old that didn't fall apart. The Shady Sands had new houses. Things built anew. That's what Fallout is. It's not ruins. It's new stuff. But they choose not to. Why don't they? Why are not they modern? Because they are backwards. I feel. Algies. Is that a city? Oh, Fallout 4 can... Oh, yeah. Let's not get into Fallout 4. Maybe one day I'll stream it and I'll just spend... Like, every dialogue I'll just talk like this, but not about how cool and interesting and challenging the dialogue is. I stopped playing Fallout 4. I don't have Fallout 4, but I played it at my friend's house. And I stopped playing it because of the dialogue. Simply because of that. Yeah, all their resources... Yeah, Eric, I understand that might be the reason. Still, the NCR does have a lot of resources. And what he was saying before, this all, because it kind of all conflicts with each other. Because he was saying before that the NCR is weaker than ever. And that's not true. They're stronger than ever. That they're losing their grip. They're not. They're gaining it. It's more stronger than ever. And it's just, I don't know. About Fallout yesterday? Yesterday? In the Let's Play. Oh, yeah. I might have said that. So, what was he saying? Oh, yeah. Okay. He was saying, just to catch up on what we were saying. He was saying that, he united the tribes, and they joined him. So, let's see. And since forming the Legion, all you've done is conquer other tribes?
That's right. Decades of warfare, absorbing lesser tribes, gathering power. Forging the dross into a vast, razor-sharp scythe. My Legion's expansion has never ceased. Much of the Utah and Colorado and all of Arizona and New Mexico are mine. We have cities of our own, but nothing compared to Vegas. Finally, my Legion will have its Rome.
You're pathetic. You're pathetic, man. Oh, come on. He wants New Vegas as a prize piece. That's just that's him admitting defeat. He's got such a vast empire. He's got such a vast empire, and he's not capable of making something as good as New Vegas. That is crap already. It's just lights. It's just lamps. Because he's backwards.
What?
Why is Caesar's Legion so strange?
I used Imperial Rome as the model for my Legion precisely because it was so foreign, so alien. I'd seen what had become of the NCR's attempts to emulate the culture of pre-war America.
Zero
the infighting,
attempts.
the corruption.
That's not
Rome was
attempts.
a highly militarized autocracy that effectively integrated the foreign cultures it conquered. It dedicated its citizens
Before
to
the
something
Empire
higher
was.
than themselves, to the idea of Rome itself. In Rome, I found a template for a society equal to the challenges of the post-apocalyptic world, a society that could and would survive, a society that could prevent mankind from fracturing and destroying itself in this new world by establishing a new Pax Romana.
That's not... No. No, that's not what he means. It's all mixed up. It's all mixed up. Pax Romana came after the Empire. The Odyssey is before the Empire. It's the fragmentation of Rome that made it strong. And then they stopped the gens. They stopped the gens having power and built the Senate. I think. Was it? Wait a minute. Because there was a kingdom. There's 4 stages of Rome. And I don't remember the last one. But I don't think it's like that. What does Pax Romana means?
It means a nationalist, imperialist, totalitarian, homogenous culture that obliterates the identity of every group it conquers. Long-term stability at all cost. The individual has no value beyond his utility to the state, whether as an instrument of war or production.
Yeah, you've been reading too much about the Third Reich, man. That's not... No. That's not really what Pax Romana means at all. Pax Romana is the state at where you're not under the direct attack of raiding parties outside of the Roman Empire. It's the fact that the Roman Empire is so big that you're capable of living inside it without fear of being raided. That's why Pax Romana was never extended to the Iberian Peninsula, for example. Well, it was, but not to where we are right now. And the fact is, they didn't. And it's also not well, it's imperialist, but it's not. It doesn't seek. It's not about social genocide. In fact, it's the opposite. The Roman. Oh my God, the Romans got so influenced by the people they invaded that you can see even in Rome changes and people that never got to Rome just because they could see things happen and how things happen differently in other places. But the point is, in places like here in Portugal, we do have Roman cities, but there's no record of anywhere that the societies that existed in Portugal stopped existing because Romans invaded, because they came here. And I'm pretty sure Spain is the same. But in Portugal, there's no record anywhere, and Romans stayed here from the 1300, so the 300s to the 700s? No, 600s. So it's 300 years of Roman occupation, I believe. Not complete, though. It's very complex. But the Romans were here for 300 years, and there's no record whatsoever of any change in the culture. To the point of some archaeologists think that the Roman cities were only occupied by people who were actually Roman, and that came here and lived there for a little while, because everybody else just was of a different culture. And you can see direct parallelisms between what happened in proto-history here in Portugal, like 400 BC. And you can see the progression, and you can see all the things that exist, all the lines that connect those people that existed here to the beginning of Portugal more than 1,000 years after that. So the Romans have very little influence here in Portugal, all things considered. And he's been reading other stuff. It's just that's how it works, by the way. This is historicism, which is basically basing your ideology, your country, your government on history that you make up, because it's not like that. But it can be proper. Yeah, Drayden, exactly. The fascism did that a lot. Yeah, but not just that. Well, it's a bit confused. The problem with historicism, and I'm not really sure if that's the correct word in English, but the problem with that, you can see this a lot in the beginning of the 20th century with the dictators from there, is that it's equivalent with basing government on new scientific discoveries. This doesn't actually happen well, it does happen to some extent in history, but it's more common in fiction. But what it is basically is, imagine, well, George Orwell has got a very famous book called 1984, where, well, actually it's not. I'm confusing things here. But imagine you find as a society a way to read people's minds, and rather than shaping your society around that technology, and more importantly, rather than controlling that technology for your own needs as a government, imagine you change radically society based on that technology, sort of a dystopia thing. And that's the same thing as these sort of historicism, where you just, okay, you look at society right now, and rather than understand how it came to be the society of today, let's imagine, based on the history, you rather look at the history and say, these guys were good, I want to be like that, let's change our society to be like that. Because what you're going to be looking at, not only is it going to be influenced by historical bias, which is a very big thing. Historical bias, if you don't know what it is, it's very complex actually, but you can look it up, it's easy. But not only will you be influenced by that, but also you'll see things, as any historian, you'll see things based on your own perspective. And that's why history is so complex. And you need so many people talking about the same thing, because one person can look at a prehistoric city on the top of a mountain and say, oh, this was a temple. And the other say, oh no, this was a military occupation. And the other says, oh, this was a war place or something, like where they fought for some reason. It's easy to draw your own conclusions, and that's why historicism is bad. Yes, exactly, Dr. David. He doesn't want fascism. I think fascism has other implications, not implications, has other ideals. That's not what he's not. I don't think he's fascist. Oh, well, he's close. I mean, but he's closer to what is historically known as social democracy. No, wait a minute, social nationalism. Well, basically Hitler, but not exactly either, because he does forego certain things that Hitler really was adamant about. Exactly, Naked Nader. The land controlled by the Legion is safe from raiders. Exactly. That's Pax Romana. That is Pax Romana, but what he's saying is Pax Romana is not. Exactly, Dr. David. That's the Republic that came out before. So first it was the Kingdom, then the Republic, then the Empire, and then there's another part after that I don't remember. But yeah, without understanding that, he will never. Yeah. Yep, it makes sense. It makes sense that it would be all over the place. I'm not criticizing the writing. The writing is good because it allows me to connect to it and just allows me to see it. National Socialism. That's the one I wanted to say. Fascism doesn't need to be totalitarian. It does need to be nationalistic, but fascism is, well, I never really studied Mussolini too much to really know, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't need to be totalitarian. There's a lot of things that he says, especially with the imperialistic style, there's a lot of things that you don't need to be fascist. Does it? Because... yeah, well, I might be wrong, but I didn't think it would. What's going on, Suplex? How's it going? Well, I'm talking to Caesar, and it's a fantastic conversation, and especially with you guys as well, because I'm going on tangents about things, and he's telling me how the Legion existed, how it came to be, and about how their ideals are, and what Pax Romana isn't, and he thinks is. Just saying how Pax Romana is us being very powerful and mean. That's what he is. But yeah. Fascism spreads through I don't know the name, but effectively fascism is really strong, or is very easy to spread, because people recognize, or tend to recognize, that sticking together, that's where the word comes from, that sticking together in whatever we're talking about, could be about many things, but sticking together is better for them and for the others. So if you have a unified religion, if you have a unified means of production for whatever it is, or if you have a unified perspective on the politics and all that, fascism spreads because people follow sheep mentalities, basically. It's just they're like a herd. This is Caesar. Yes, Travelbar, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, Stalin's communism was, yeah, indeed, was very, there was a lot of parallels there as well. But then again, it's important to know that fascism and national socialism is not right-wing enough to be so distinct from communism as one would think. Those are not extreme right-wing, or not, at least they're not recognized usually as extreme right-wing in terms of the practical things. In terms of not the practical things, in terms of the ideology. In terms of practice, then it's a different thing. Yeah, ideology, it's different. It sounds amazing. This is fantastic. The beautiful thing about this is that we never had this in the game. We had characters that I remember, like Mr. or Yes Man, for example. We met Yes Man a couple of streams ago. That was fantastic. Got stuck in my mind a lot. I've been rewatching that bit, and I really enjoy that character. And there was the Brotherhood of Steel that was fantastic. But they're all different for different reasons, and I find that's brilliant. And I'm really looking forward to meeting Mr. House. Fascia doesn't mean the bond. It means what is bonded. Fascia is the you have anything really, could be sticks. Let's say sticks. So we have am I on camera? Yeah. So you have the sticks like this. Let's get a few pens over here so I can show you. Okay. So you have a few pens, right? Few pens all together, and if you stick them with a bond, it's what becomes the fascia. This is the fascia with the bond over there. Without the bond, it's just a bunch of sticks. But the ideological basis on that is I haven't met Mr. House because I came here before because I wanted to meet Mr. House. I didn't realize it was a choice that I was making, so I came here and we met Mr. House down there because he talked to us through a computer. But we didn't. I didn't realize that it was a choice. I don't think Fallout, the Brotherhood of Steel, is the best faction in Fallout. No, in the first Fallout. In the second one, it's not, but in the first Fallout either. I think they're really cool, but yeah. Oh no, Young. He's asking because we could have met Mr. House before coming over here. But I keep getting distracted. Well, I'm doing it on purpose. I'm getting distracted on purpose. You guys, if you've been watching my streams, you know I can just stick to my screen over here and not bump on my microphone. Oh. Really? Drayden. Well, then that's where the word comes from. Because we in Portugal have a word, well, in Portuguese we have a word for what the bundle of sticks is. It's called faixu, or faixu, depending on how you want to pronounce it. No, actually, you need to pronounce it faixu, which it's what that is. But it's not the bond itself, it's just the stick, the bundle of sticks. And I was pretty sure that it was the bundle that made sense, not the bond. Because that's the point of the thing, but it might be other things. Yep, that's a very common suplex. That's a very common ideology, just to appeal to social stability more than anything, but social. Especially in times of turmoil, it's important for politicians to appeal to a unity, and you'll see that even in normal democracies. You'll see just people asking, "Oh, stability is important because whatever," and well, when in fact there's no proof whatsoever that stability is important in democracies. It's just you look at the statistics and it doesn't matter. At least it doesn't seem to, anyway. My favorite faction so far, the Brotherhood of Steel, by far. Of this game, yeah, that's my favorite faction. Of any game, my favorite faction? Well, it's tricky. But to be honest, I like the Vault. I like Vault City. They're all freaked up, but I like Vault City as a faction. I like it. I mean, as a more not really. I don't know. If I had to leave in any faction, I think Vault City I'd go for if I could be a citizen. But from a writing perspective, I like Vault City. Not really. I mean, I don't agree with them, but from a writing perspective, I like Vault City. I really like it. There you go, Drayden. You can side with Yes Man? Well, he's just a Yes Man. How do you side with Yes Man? Are you making a joke? Because that's a funny one if you are. If not, I'm looking forward to seeing how you can side with Yes Man. Well, thank you very much, Suplex. Is it the first time you're seeing me? Because I have a YouTube channel, or did you come here from my YouTube channel? Yeah, I like Naked Nader. Yeah, I like Vault City, but I don't agree with them. It's not. I like it from a writing perspective. I have done every single thing that you can do to Vault City. I have sided with them. I have made them succeed. I have made them be balanced. I have killed them all. I've done many things on Fallout 2. But yeah, in terms of writing, my favorite Vault City, because I feel that's interesting, and it's also pretty interesting as well, from a level design standpoint. Anyway, so we were asking about the NCR. This is an interesting question. So you'll destroy the NCR because you hate its inefficiencies?
No. I'll destroy it because it's inevitable that it be destroyed. It's Hegelian dialectics, not personal animosity.
Hegelian dialectics, what are those?
How do I put this basically enough? It's a philosophical theory. The kind you might encounter if you took time to read some books. The fundamental premise is to envision history as a sequence of dialectical conflicts.
In the
Each
sense that it's
dialectic begins with a proposition, a thesis, which inherently contains or creates its opposite, an antithesis. Thesis and antithesis. The conflict is inevitable, but the resolution of the conflict yields something new, a synthesis, eliminating the flaws in each, leaving behind common elements and ideas.
Yeah, but that's been disproved. I know what that is. It's dialectic because it's the dia. It's not like a dialectic when you talk. It's not from dialogue. I've been looking at this. I actually knew he meant about that. But that's been disproved. That's a consequence of historical bias, what I was mentioning before. That duality of history doesn't actually exist in practice. Because any society is really too complex. And I think I haven't read enough about this. I never figured out exactly what I was talking about. I'm speaking from memory. But the aspect of Hegelian dialectics that is wrong is the fact that this is a historical theory, not a social theory. So it's like it's based on hindsight. You can't. It's just, and it's biased. Oh, so what's dialectic about you and the NCR? Well, it's pretty simple, actually.
The bombs wiped the slate clean. Human civilization descended to a level of ignorance that effectively set our cultural progress back to zero. The NCR has all the problems of the ancient Roman Republic. Extreme bureaucracy, corruption, extensive senatorial infighting. Just as with the ancient Republic, it is natural that a military force should conquer and transform the NCR into a military dictatorship.
That's not what happened.
Thesis and antithesis. The Colorado River is my Rubicon. The NCR Council will be eradicated. But the new synthesis will change the Legion as well. From a basically nomadic army to a standing military force that protects its citizens and the power of its dictator.
That's not what happened, you idiot. Julie, whatever his name, Jules Caesar? I don't know. Julius, that's the one. He came from within the Republic. He was elected the Emperor. Yeah, how would you not know this? But you're drawing the parallel, that's not, whatever.
What else did you want to know?
What is that machine in your tent? Oh, I have asked about that. Yeah, that's it for now.
What else then?
Bye.
Complete your mission, then return to me.
Yeah, sure. And we leveled up. Julius Caesari. I think it's with the J, not with the... That's Italian. Yeah, it's Julius. Yeah. Gaius Julius Caesar. Yeah, that's the one. That's Italian. Zuba. Not the best Fallout channel. Oh boy. No, he probably doesn't know Iron. Yes, I'm not criticizing. I'm engaging with the dialogue here. I know he doesn't know. I understand it, he doesn't know. But the problem is that's the problem with historicism, is that you're basing on something that's biased. It's that how do you know that was what happened? Because there's so many things that you don't know. And that I don't know. That's one of the things I really like about time travel in stories, is that you can put historical bias at work. And sometimes it's done, sometimes it's done very well. Is Vault City a commune? It is. It is. Oh, I never thought about that. Crap. Oh boy. Yeah. So Suplex, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Be sure to check out my YouTube channel though. I think I have links around because I play a lot of RPGs. I do Let's Plays, full Let's Plays. So I'm currently going through Fallout 2, and I have 2 Let's Plays of Fallout 1, another Let's Play of Fallout 2. I have Tactics. I'm currently doing New Vegas for the first time. Yeah, Anarchy Valkyrie. That's pretty much what he is. He's a patriot. He is a patriot. Well, actually, now that you say that, what I said about coming from within makes some sense. Because he is coming kind of from within. So he has a deep understanding of what the NCR is. Yeah. Yeah, travel bar, exactly. The funny thing about that is that they ban chemicals. They say they ban chemicals, but they still have the healing the healing little bitter medicine or whatever. That's still chemicals? Let's just ignore that. I mean, everything is chemical because, you know, it's chemistry. But let's just ignore that. From a linguistics perspective, they still have drugs. They just don't like to admit it. It's like, oh no, this is not drugs. What? No, it's cough medicine. Which is drugs. Bought at the drugstore. Is the same as my Twitch channel. Well, it is still Colonel RPG. Yes, it is. It is. I will Zupa. I will play all the DLCs. I'll complete all the quests if I can. I'll go to all the places anyway. And I will do everything, because I do that. I complete everything, if I can. What do you mean, Nader? How is it different? Well, it's a different site, but it's still Colonel RPG, that's the name. Oh, Anarchy Valkyrie! Thank you very much! Thank you very much! You're my second ever subscriber! Everybody, round of applause for Anarchy Valkyrie. Thank you very much for your support. Welcome to the RPG channel! Yeah, it's the same name. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Man. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, I have a affiliation with Twitch. I think I'm now a Twitch affiliate. So yeah, you guys can, if you want to subscribe. I don't have anything to give you apart from just the streams, and that's that. Subscription is really just your support. But of course, you guys just being here and commenting is support, is a lot of support. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, Anarchy Valkyrie, for subscribing as I level up over here. So no like Twitch notifications and anything. It's just this. I am gonna do highlights of this of this thing, but that's one of the reasons why I don't have Twitch notifications. I don't think I'll ever get them though, because it really, well, I might find a different way of doing things, but we'll see. It's just because I want to use the footage later for highlights and stuff like that. So thank you very much once again. Let's see about our level ups. Probably repairs. Science, I think I'm okay. Survival. Well, Jung is gonna tell me to upgrade my survival. I know he is. To make it all happen? What do you mean? The highlights and stuff? I don't know. It's if it's one episode a day, I can do it in like an half an hour. So I don't know. We'll see. Well, as soon as I can stop having a daytime job and just dedicate myself to YouTube full time, I'll be able to do much of this. Yeah, I will bring some emotes though, and your star right now is gonna change into my logo, but I still need to look at that. Oh, to play all the games? Oh, there's always gonna be new games, but unfortunately new games are... Like, right now on my channel, I'm just playing one new game. And even that new game is, No, actually, I'm playing more new games. I have Darkest Dungeon, I have, Torment, Ties of Numenera, Enhanced Edition that I'm playing. I have, yeah, well, I don't have many new games. New games are, well, not all of them are kind of fit my thing. Yeah, I have to play it multiple times. I know. I'm just gonna play it once on camera, though. But unless I decide to do a let's play of it later or something. But that's what RPGs are like. You need to play them many times. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Very important. Okay, I'm excited for my perk, because I think I'm gonna get one. Yeah, I think I am. So let's go with the repairs. Sorry. I need 80 over here. And then let's go with survival. Right there. And everything else is good. Oh, I didn't get a perk. Come on. Well, I'll see you later, Caesar. Dude. Buddy. Mm-hmm. Bye-bye, little guy. So we're leaving here. I hope I get my stuff. Hey.
You must enter Caesar's
Shut up.
Let's hit the road.
tent alone.
Let's.
Anyone?
Okay.
Anyone else must remain outside.
So we're leaving, we're gonna meet Mr. House. I need to look up. I will, as I did before. As I did with Yes Man. I will re-watch this footage. And I will look up some things that I mentioned, like the Gallan dialect, and see if it has really been disproved like I think it has. Well, I say disproved, I mean refuted comprehensively. And I will... Yeah, this is the Legion's camp. It's just a military camp, this one. It's not an actual city. Just 3, Jung. Just 3. But I'm not gonna go more, higher than 80 on repairs. Because I think 80 was the thing that I needed for a perk that I want to get with the repairs. So from now on, I'm gonna go in on my survival. Yeah, I'm playing on hardcore, on hard difficulty, not very hard, hard difficulty. So yeah, let's leave. I don't have my weapons, do I? Don't have my weapons. I'm gonna save over here. I don't know who gives them to me. Hello, is it these guys?
Awe. True to Caesar.
Awe, 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 awe. Hey.
Awe, are you ready to return to Cottonwood Cove?
I'm ready, yes.
Very well.
Hey Pesos, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. I retrieved... Oh, you retrieved my confiscated equipment. So I got... Oh, my hunger level. I have my weapons. Beautiful. Maria. That gun. No, actually... Oh, Maria, I don't have ammo for that. That machine or this machine, anti-material right there. So let's drink some water. Whee! Can I drink from here? I can. There it is.
Only merchants, slaves, and legion come here.
No, it's not hard. It's not hard. Like right now I need food. So I'll just go to a place where there's food, even if it's crappy, or I'll kill some geckos. Cause I don't think I have food on me. Well, I have some pinto beans. Let's see what I have. Tobacco, no, that's not it. It's healing powder. You see this? It's not a chemical, apparently. Jalapeno! I'll get some. Right there. Nevada agape fruit. Thank you very much. Pinto bean pod. Prickly pear fruit. Not the Programmer's Digest, please, because I have drank one of those already. By mistake. White horse nettle. It's really not very good. That's a drug more than anything. Why would I even want that? Give so little food. Just damages me. Oh, you're leaving, Zupa. Thank you for coming. Thank you very much for coming. See you later. No, I'm not ending the game with the Legion, Pesos. I am gonna probably end with the... Well, I don't know what endings I'm gonna be able to get, but I'm probably not gonna side with Mr. House or with the NCR. I'm gonna try and end with my own control of New Vegas and see how that goes. My favorite Fallout game? The first one, so far. But I started playing this game because a lot of people say that this is the best Fallout game that ever was. And I wanted to see it for myself because I never finished it. So, so far, this one seems to be very good. And I am willing to say that, this might, this might be one of the best games. It might be the best game. I'm just thinking of quests over here. There was a... Booted, yeah. Where's that? Over here, okay. I'm gonna fast travel to that camp. It's gonna go badly. Nope, it didn't go too badly. Hey!
Someone finally put down that sick motor runner son of a bitch. Good riddance.
That was me, a long time ago, actually. Let's see. I think my guys are gonna handle things. Do you have all your weapons?
Let's see what you got.
She does. Let's see what you got. Okay, yeah. Let's explore a little bit before we go up there. These big horners are not gonna be really important. Can you guys do this? Hey. Hey. I'm gonna punch you in the face. In the butt.
Serving up some hurt.
That works. And that's some food right there as well. Got a few more here. Got some flies as well. Hey, Big Orner. Oh, he doesn't like me. Seriously? Punched you.
You're just in time for your ass whipping.
That works. Let's get a few more. 4 meat. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. So I have enough meat for all the things that I need. Yeah, I have Let's Plays of Fallout 1. I don't think it's a game that really lends itself too well to streaming. Suplex. It's very easy to play the first game.
Gonna six this bitch.
You just need to get the good old games version, because that one installs properly and it's got a bunch of other stuff. Very easy. Yeah, Fallout 2 is very awesome as well. It's got a lot of things to do. I've always found that that was the big advantage of Fallout 2, was that how many things you could do in it. But that's not as much of a factor for me. That's the reason why I prefer Fallout 1. Just because, yeah, you can do more things, but I have other priorities. Okay, there's people over here. Also, I'm gonna need to find some place to cook. I think that's Nipton, so I'm probably gonna find something over there. It's a Big Order over there. Can I take a shot? Yep. That's that Big Order gone. Okay. What do we have here? Water? Bad water, bad water. Hey, guys. Oh, it's a Legion thing.
True to Caesar.
Well, is this where I need to put... Oh. NCR dog tag. Yeah, this guy's messed around with NCR. At least they're not attacking me. That's good. And they're not,
Watch yourself, profligate.
Yeah, your prostate as well. Those are NCR over there. Let's go this way. I think I'm gonna need to kill these guys because I'm gonna need to save those people over there. Well, I'm glad you found me through Fallout 1, Naked Nader. Very glad. Very glad. Okay, so we're here. Hey, guy.
I felt the earth shake when the evil below the fort was destroyed.
You're an idiot, you piece of crap. It's not destroyed. It's even more powerful than before. Unless I really screwed up. Hey. Hey. Unless it's really screwed up. It might be really screwed up. Okay, we can cook over here. We got healing powder. Didn't really want that. How do I make Big Orner steak? I'm gonna need 50 survival. Well, I'm gonna need to eat the Big Orner steak just dry and raw. Okay, here we are. Oh, they're locked up. Hey, sir.
The legionaries at Nelson were killed to a man. No
They
survivors.
were. Yes. Hey, sir.
There have been
True to
sightings of
Kaiser.
rangers
You
in
piece of
black
crap.
armor. The best the profligates have to offer.
A lottery ticket? Really? These are powder gangers? Wait a minute, I need to free you? Well, I need free powder gangers. Sure. We have nothing over here. Oh boy, yeah. Told me to pick survival. Okay, let's untie him.
What do you need?
You to get out of here?
Later.
What?
They hardly even know how to fight.
Who's... Hey! What? What? That's not weird at all. Hey.
What do you need?
Do I need to kill those guys? Oh. Despite your reputation as a thug, you are known occasionally shown as charitable side. Merciful thug. Really? Really? That's a reputation. I didn't kill those guys. That's interesting as well. So I completed that quest. That's a really interesting reputation. That's really awesome, actually. Okay, what else? That's, travel, that's another thing. Finding happy trails, nope. Sierra Madre, that's another thing, I think. Kill the Van Graffs, and that's another thing. Okay, let's take care of Vault 22. Where's this thing? Where's this vault? Very far away. Oh my god, so far away. Okay. Oh, I want to go there as well, to Jacobstown. This is gonna be bad if I go there, but I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna save the game here. And I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna go to Jacobstown, guys. I'm not going to New Vegas, to, the house place right away. Because I think that's gonna be the end of the game, and I can delay it until the next stream. War of the Chosen. Is that a DLC for XCOM? Because I don't really like the new XCOMs. It's not really, it doesn't really appeal to me. It's not tactical enough. It's not tactical enough, basically. What do we have over there? Nothing. Have we been here? What is that? I have not. No. It's right there at the bottom. Oh, it's a little town. It looks like a little town anyway. We have never really dealt with the, we've never really dealt with the, flyer things that I don't remember the name of. I need to do that as well, north of Good Springs. It's a silo. Boy. What happened? Can I go in? Got a few things. Oh, no. I can go in. Tumbleweed Ranch House. There's nobody in here. Why would I... Well, there's money. And it's mine because it's yellow. Okay, take all of that. Medical clipboard, that's not what I need. Got a lamp up there. We got a fridge with grilled mantis. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Don't need that. What do we have over here in this first aid box? Some interesting things. Thank you very much. Okay. Some pillows? Sure. Yeah, nothing else. Don't really know why this is here. Got tumbleweed inside. How did you get tumbleweed inside? You had to bring it in. Cazadores, that's the one. Yeah, there's apparently tumbleweed in here. I wonder if it's a reference to something. Lying congressional style. I need that. No, I actually don't. Because I have maxed out speech. Toolbox with a paint gun. Okay. What is this? Oh, freshen up with Sunset Sarsaparilla. Don't really know what that's supposed to mean. That that poster right there. Those are the whitest pills ever. Oh boy. I feel that I can make a joke with that, but I can't. Because I can't. What is that? It's more tumbleweed. Okay, so where am I? Okay, I'm in the north. I think this is the edge of the wasteland. But it does look like we can go... Oh, like we can go this way. Oh, there's a blockade. You can't go past. Let's check it out. If this is anything like the first Silent Hill, you should always check out... Ooh, that's quite radioactive. You'd think... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Of course. Invisible wall. Of course. So, nighttime. I think everything is good. Let's go to Jacobstown. So, Jacobstown, as far as I know, is where Marcus is. And Marcus, if you don't know who Marcus is a mutant. A super mutant. From Fallout 2. The Sheriff of Broken Hills. That's his title, or was his title. And we have learned a little bit about him. Apparently he was with Tabitha there in the Black Mountain. And then he left Tabitha there, or he left Black Mountain, but Tabitha didn't want to leave for some reason. And he left Black Mountain. And Tabitha stood behind, or stayed behind, and things didn't go too well from there. I saved her. She was crazy. She was really mad. But I saved her. I kind of really didn't see any reason to kill her. And I also saved Raul the Cool. But he's still there. He's waiting for me to tell him, hey, come with me. And then he would come with me for as long as I wanted him to come with me. Apparently... Excuse me. Apparently the super mutants are big fans of, mountains. Because that was the same thing that happened with the Black Mountain. Just the road going up. Except this one is way more peaceful, which I prefer. Looks like a pretty awesome mountain road, to be honest. Except this looks a little bit too steep. This would be crazy. You need to do this like in first gear or something like that. This is crazy steep. Just look at this. Crazy steep. But it's normal. Are we good? What is this? Just some stones. No, we're not good. We have something over here. Oh, big orners. Oh, I'm down for that. Hey. Bing. I love that sound. The Kurd? Because they like mountains? I don't know if they do. I don't know. Don't know enough about their society. Ooh, this is a place. Ruby Hill Mine. Hello. Let's see what we have in here. Actually, I should have my weapon out. Oh, yeah. Oh, we have mile lurkers, or lake lurkers. Okay. Can you guys stay down? Ah! Okay, this is going relatively well. Can I shoot it? Yeah. This is the anti-material rifle. This is, actually, I don't remember the name of the weapon. Let me tell you. It is this machine. Am I overburdened? What happened? Caps lock happened. Yeah. If you're designing a game, don't ever make caps lock a key that you can press.
Trigger's willing, chamber's empty.
Well, just kill that thing then.
Serving up some hurt.
Shoot it! You're kind of bad at this. Hi. You ugly bastard. Not the face! How did he... How was that? Did he get shot again? Oh boy. There we go. Good experience that these guys give. Half the experience of killing a Deathclaw.
There you are. You're just in time for your ass whipping.
Over caps locked. that's a pretty cool notion. Okay, this looks interesting. This looks interesting. This is a special place. Here comes Eddie. Somewhere. Come on. Oh boy, there's gonna be a few of them in here. Quite a few of them. Sorry, Cass. Got her. Nice. Nice. Yep, that guy's backflipping. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh! Okay, I'll take the 9mm because I kind of need it. Pushy. Oh. Ruby heal key. Well, she's a gunner. Ooh, she has something next to her. Healing powder. Okay. I don't think I really need that, but sure. So I'm gonna eat... Let's go at the stats over here. And go into... data... No. Status. Food. 270. So I'm gonna need to eat... Big Horner? Yeah, Big Horner. Big Horner, Big Horner. There it is. 1 and 2. So this gives me some rats, but it's not too much. It's perfectly fine. And I'm gonna drop a couple.
Alright, let's try this again.
I'm hallucinating here. Why am I over encumbered? Oh, because I lost strength. For some reason. How did I lose strength? Is it because I eat raw meat? Effects. Raw food. Yeah. Man, that's nasty. That is nasty. Well, I could rest. I could also sprint. I can't. Not while in this condition. Okay. Yeah, it has worn off, but it's not gonna let me do anything here for a little while. Explosive crates, what we have? Some grenades. That's really nice. I'm gonna put the Big Horner stuff in there. Don't need it. Long fuse crap. And then the rest doesn't matter. Oh, this is locked. Oh, that's bad. Ah. Is it this simple? Is it this simple? No. There it is. Bobby pins, C4 plastic, frag grenade, hammer, pack of cigarettes, plasma mine. Okay. How about this one? It's got a key. Incendiary grenade, couple. Plasma grenade, sure. And let's give them to Eddie. Eddie, how's it going? I'm gonna give you a lot of stuff that I have over here. Like that, like that. Like that. The Maria I'm gonna keep because I think I have some... Yeah, I'm getting some 9mm. Pushy, don't need that. Benny suit. That's you who keeps that. Sunglasses, reading glasses. Let's keep both of them. Even though it makes no difference. Well, I'm going down here. Oh, it's good water. This is great. Oh, yeah. Alcohol for strength. Forgot about that. I don't have any alcohol. I don't carry it. I forgot about that. Totally did. And especially with gas, there's no downside to it. What is this? Oh, it's the lake lurkers I killed. Will she drown? Will they drown? I don't think so. I hope not. What? They had a super mutant down there? With an incinerator, of course. Don't need that. Noodles, purified water. Don't really need it. So they did have a super mutant down here. Can I take the cards? No, it wasn't seating. It wasn't seating down here. There's no space for him. Don't know why he floated, but probably some bug in the physics engine, as it often does, unfortunately. It's a really weird physics engine, all things considered. Not really sure why. Oh, what happened? Oh, we got another kill. Oh yeah, we're getting kills. Eddie's taking care of that. Eddie, please don't die. Okay, he's not gonna die. That's not okay. Okay. That works. That's not okay. Those clipping issues. Drayden, I played The Witcher 3 on camera here on Twitch. I got full highlights on YouTube, and I got, of course, the full streams as well on YouTube. If you guys want to check all my full streams, including this one, if you want to check it out, you just need to go to my YouTube channel. Basically, that's YouTube, www.youtube.com YouTube.com/Colonel RPG Gaming. And it's all one word. So if you go to that at the bottom, you can see all my streams. And it's got The Witcher 3 there. That was the first game I streamed on Twitch. Well, actually, I had a test stream first before that, but the first full game that I completed on stream. So, yeah. And it's amazing. My favorite AAA RPG of all time. AAA RPG. By far. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome game. Okay, I'm gonna get that. Incendiary grenade, I'll take it. Pulse grenade, not. Okay, good stuff. What was that sound? Oh, this thing. Okay. Hey, Arilagi's Kitchen! Yep, that's my YouTube channel. How do I recognize that? Because I know it starts with UC John. UC John, WP, LT, 8C, and other things that come after that. Yep. But if you just substitute channel /UC John and all the things after that by Colonel RPG Gaming, you also go to my channel. It's just a shortcut. And YouTube doesn't like short. It's weird. Don't ask me. YouTube is terrible in terms of the links. I don't know why it is that link. Oh boy. Okay, I think we got everything in here. We're outside. Let's continue. Why is it over there? There's more big horners, aren't there? Big horner. No, that's big iron. Big iron. It's been a while since I listened to radio. Let's do that. I mean, I never do. Let's see. Radio.
Howdy. My name is Jed Master.
Oh, that's Happy Trails. That's a different thing. No, please don't. Please don't.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. New Vegas here. You're all so great, and we're gonna keep you listening all day. More news for you. The death toll continues to climb around Camp Forlorn Hope, where Legion raiding parties are still chipping away at the NCR's hold south of the dam.
Yeah, I haven't been there.
Patrons of the Ultralux are questioning whether its pricey restaurant, the Gourmand, is overstating the fullness of its wait list.
Huh.
Those who claim to have dined at the restaurant find the food appealing, but say many tables remain empty.
Maybe they don't have enough food. What about this one?
Has your life taken a turn?
No, please don't. Oh, I know that voice.
Fortune left you behind?
She's the voice that I like from the camp of the followers of the apocalypse. But that's a different character. Sierra Madre? Was that Sierra Madre or is it something else? Something else. Oh, Drayden. Yeah, you have a different nickname, don't you? Maybe. I remember avatars, or, you know, the profile picture better than names. But, yeah, thank you very much for the tips, then. Thank you very much for the tips. Fantastic game. Absolutely brilliant game. It's tricky to see it the first time around, though. To see how good Heroes of Might and Magic 3 is. Because it's brilliant. We got a big going over here. Oh, they didn't kill him.
You're just in time for your ass whipping.
What was that? Is it Bull as a special one? I have been forgetting about graves. But I have a shovel over here. Don't need that. Shovel. Where is it? Shovel. There it is. There's nothing over here. Just sticking to the side of the road because, yeah. Dead Money DLC. Thank you very much. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Hope he didn't burn the food. Oh, that's what he said. That's, yeah. Now I understand what you mean. Naked Nader. I got your comment there. Oh, the sound clip is amazing. I love it as well. Yes, Arilagi. It's fantastic. I love it, love it, love it. It's this sound. Awesome. This is that machine. Or this machine. I'll tell you in a little bit. That works. Oh, that one as well. That works. So this is called This machine. Yeah, not that machine. This machine. I think it's a reference to something. Like an M1 Garand. Yeah, indeed. I suppose it is an M1 Garand. Somebody told me that as well. When I said, oh, this is an MP7360. That's what it is. MP7360. It's /AS. That's what it is. Yeah. No, it's an M1 Garand. Yo, oh my god. Yeah. Oh, this... What the... Oh. Mantis! You guys really waste a lot of ammo, don't you? This looks very different. Is that snow? No. That's snow. That's where I need to go, isn't it? There's enemies, though. What is it? Super mutants? No, it's big orders. Thank you. Yeah, it's a bunch of big orders over here. Well, I would say, anyway, one of them is. In the butt. Yeah, this leads to somewhere. Silver Peak Mine. There's a bunch of mines in here, then. Oh, this one is not a mine. Varmint rifle over here. Toy box. Don't need any of that. With a baseball bat in it. Because, of course, that's a toy. Of course. Steel reinforced. American made. I'm sure American made baseball bats are the best. Though, because, you know, where else would you get a baseball bat, really? I mean, never ever seen baseball myself, being European. Never ever. I don't even know how it's played. I mean, I've seen it in movies, but I know you kind of go around a little bit, but I have no idea what it is. Steampack homemade. You can make some? How many? 2. Go for it. Knife sensor module. The ammo that this uses is 308, yeah. Oh, if it's... Oh, it's the... Oh, okay. So if it's in a... It's a different ammo then. 308, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. This is the mine. This is the mine. These mines remind me a lot of the dungeons in Oblivion. Well, you know, it makes sense. But it's very, very close. And it's interesting because they have a very different feel to the dungeons in Skyrim. There's no enemies in here. And I honestly prefer the dungeons in Skyrim than the dungeons in Oblivion. But that's probably because I know how to make the dungeons in Oblivion. And I don't like how they are made. It's very constricting. It's no wonder the level design is terrible on that one. Because the engine designers were terrible! Well, not any better than... Not any worse than Morrowind, to be honest, but still. Okay, let's go this way. Yeah, there's no enemies in here. There are. What is that? Whoa! We have Cazadors. Oh, that works. Yeah. You please don't do that. Stop. Stop. Where's Cassidy? She's around. Cassidy's there. Okay, we did it. She's good? Yeah. Okay, we have Cazadors in here. I thought it was gonna be the Night Stalkers, but nope. It's Cazadors. Hey, Zajeli, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. I am going with a sniper build. That's why I have a fully kitted out anti-material rifle. This is not good. She's taking poison damage.
Sweet as roses.
Yep. Let's hope that that goes okay. No, it doesn't. She's gonna die. She's not dead. There's more of them. Oh, she's gonna die. Because I don't have anti-venom. I don't really understand. Is she not... Is she dying? I will, I like it. Thank you. Thank you very much, Zajelly. Thank you very much. Okay, so she's okay.
Sweet as rose.
Yeah, get better. She's getting better. Yeah, she's getting better over time. Okay. Yeah, she's getting better. But we still have Cazador. Okay, when I'm safe, I can show you the weapons. So I currently have this anti-material rifle over here, fully modded with replacing parts over here for minus weight, increased rate of fire, and reduced weapon noise right there. I also run around with that gun over here, which is a fantastic weapon. I found very early in the game. Actually, I stole it from a guy in Novak. And over here, this machine, I don't know where I got it. It's not upgraded because I don't have anything. I think it is supposed to be a service rifle or something like that. But that's the weapon I use for trash mobs. That's not gonna be good. Can I? Oh boy. That's the young Cazador. I need to shoot the other one. Oh, I'm too late. I wonder if I am too late. Oh, I'm not. Oh, come on. Oh. Stop, stop.
Blood.
Okay. It's good. Now you guys deal with the other one. Please don't get poisoned. There's more of them.
Doctor's bagging some way.
Yep, she dead. She dead. 163, 65. Yeah, she's taking damage. She is taking. I don't have any anti-venom. Yep. I don't have any anti-venom. So I'm gonna need to,
Shot of whiskey might kill the pain.
Yeah. I'm gonna need to give her...
Sweet as roses.
Steam packs, basically. What I really wanted was to do the sneak attacks on the guys. But I don't need to, because I have explosive rounds. But I might want to go with this. Is she feeling better? She's not gonna be feeling better. I mean, she survives. She survives, because she runs out of poison about 42 health with the steam pack. So we'll be fine. But the problem is there's more of them. This is not a good weapon to fight them with, because it's too slow. Yeah, she's now at 49, exactly.
Whew.
Yeah, you get better. Basically, as soon as he gets poisoned, she's dead. And I'm pretty sure I can't apply anti-venom to her. Maybe I can. What do I know? Yeah, it's gonna be fine. I just reload. She's dead. She's
If
good.
I'm gonna die, at least pass me some whiskey.
You're better.
Whew.
Yeah. Just do your thing. I'm giving her expired steam packs as well, by the way. Which just shows how much of a cheapskate I am. Okay. Your big butt is gonna be shot, hopefully.
Don't need this right now.
Okay, young Cazador. It's not gonna go well. I just killed myself. right? I killed myself, you idiot. Stop that. Stop. Stop. Oh, boy. Okay, let's try that again. This time with explosive rounds. Where is she? Cass, come on here. Take it.
Sweetest.
Yeah. Okay. In the head. Well, that wasn't. I didn't have. enough things for my. I never have enough action points to shoot this thing twice.
You're just in time for your ass whipping.
They're coming. One of them died. There it is. These things do a lot of damage. Okay. So that's taken care of. Really didn't want to use up these things because they're very good against Deathclaws and stuff. I think we're good. What is this? Okay, C4, frag grenades, incendiary grenades, and that. Okay. And we have another Cazador. Oh, this might have been the one that I killed first, because I took a blind shot and just basically killed these guys. Killed one of them. Okay, let's save the game. Let's keep going. It's quite a nasty place, this thing.
Let's kick this in gear.
There's more of them. Eddie doesn't get poisoned. Because of course. Ooh, I break my arms. I break my arms. That's what I do. Can you come?
Let's kick this in gear.
Let's. Come on. Oh, I'm gonna die now. These are too dangerous. Too dangerous. I can't be at close range with these guys because they are awful. But with this weapon, I might be able to do something. If Eddie is the one that's fighting the guys down here, because he doesn't get poisoned, I don't think. Or he shouldn't be. So let's see what happens.
Gonna six.
Oh, it's a legendary Cazador.
This.
This is not gonna go well. Really not gonna go well. No. They killed me. How? Okay, let's get out of here. Let's see if I can get a better perspective on them. And who exactly was Eddie fighting? Are they up there? Yeah, they are. They should be up there. Yeah, that's where they are, right? Okay, so we have armor piercing, we have explosives. If I can land a hit on the head, we might be able to kill him with a single shot. But I find it unlikely, to be honest. And I think I was poisoned already. I'm here without anti-venom. I'm crazy. I'm just crazy. Yeah, having low survival, not a big deal. Being here without anti-venom, that's the problem. As long as Cass doesn't get poisoned, I'm fine for it. That's not good.
Let's start this dance.
Oh! Okay, that's a Cazador. Didn't need to waste that action point, but sure. Okay, Eddie doesn't get poisoned. Cass, she's maximum health. Okay, okay. I think we're good. Eddie, are you good? Yeah. Man. Excuse me. And, oh, it's all bugged out. This is good news. This is good news because he's down there. Hi! How about a shot to the head? Crippled his face.
Looking at
Hello.
cashew chips early.
Oh, I forgot they fly. They don't. They fly weirdly. Is he coming? Well, he's there somewhere. Hi! Come here. Got more than enough for you.
Let's kick this in gear. Time for some get even.
Yup. Where's the guy? Hey!
Six.
Okay, shoot the wings. We did it. We did it. Okay. And he doesn't give me anything better. Sure, fine. Let's get out of here. Let's go back. There we go. That's the key I wanted. Yeah, it was right there. Just they hadn't spawned in before I go around. From the depths. No, I haven't watched it yet, Arilagi. I think not. Wait a minute. Maybe I did. Maybe I did. I don't remember. I don't remember it from the name though. I don't remember it from the name, so maybe I did. From the depths. Somehow I think so. Well, thank you very much, Suplex. I'm glad I inspired you. I'm glad I inspired you. That's why I started YouTube. That's why I started the channel, because I wanted more people to play RPGs. Well, I wanted to know more people that play RPGs, but I also wanted that more people play RPGs, because it's a good thing when people play RPGs. It's a very good thing. It's a very good thing. Okay, I think this is the treasure room, as it were. There's a dead person. Bremen steak. That's okay. Squirrel stew. That's not okay, but I'll take it. Nuka-Cola. Yeah, I'll take that right away. Yeah, that's good. Let's see what I have here. Do I still have Bremen or Big Horner things? No? Okay, Bremen steak. Let's go over here and go into food. 112. I have grilled mantis. That's fantastic. And also have some Nuka-Cola over here that I'm gonna drink somewhere. What's that? Right away. Oh yeah, Salisbury steak. Nope, that's terrible. Hydra, a couple of them. What is this? Brass knuckles. Okay, that's that. So that was this level, I think. There's nothing else for me to see, is there? Not here. Data, local map. Well, there might be something over here. Didn't come this way. Yep. This is basically Morrowind engine, that's right. Which in turn is basically Daggerfall engine. Except with a different renderer. Also known as Gamebryo, I think. I know, purified water. I just don't need it. I have a couple. I usually go with Sunset Sarsaparilla and stuff like that. I don't think I need it too much. It's the way out. There's a power armor helmet on the ground? Hell yeah, I'm gonna go and get the power armor helmet on the ground. Thank you very much for telling me. That's good. I didn't see it though, but I'll look it up. I'll check it out. Sprinting up the cave. Using up my action points. I really didn't see it. It's an Enclave one. Oh, it looks so cool. It looks so cool. Is it better than mine? Tell me it's better than mine, because I want to use it. Remnant's power armor helmet. -1 charisma. Rad resist. So it is better. It does decrease the rad resist. Yeah, it is better. How is it -1 charisma? That's a little bit gamey. That's gamey. That's not, no. I understand what they're trying to say, but it shouldn't. Yeah. CryEngine. CryEngine is a different thing. Yeah, yeah. The CryEngine is the one from Crysis. The one that came out after... No, actually, it's the one for Far Cry, the first one. And Crysis and all that sort of stuff. CryEngine is a fantastic engine. But it's not. It's not. It's the one from Prey. Yeah. I have a lot of crap that I really shouldn't have. But Cassidy, stop with that walk. Let's have a chat here with Eddie. And give you more crap that I shouldn't have. Like this. Yeah. There we go. Some suppose you can get that. And then the rest I can keep for right now. So if I need the charisma, I just remove the helmet. That's as simple as that. That makes some sense. I don't need any extra helmet or anything. I know not everybody likes the Enclave, but the thing is they don't know who that is. It's not like a thing... It's not... I mean, not everybody likes the Brotherhood either. It's just... And you don't remove... You don't remove a... You don't get a minus charisma from that. If anything, you should get a plus charisma for people that like the Enclave, if I have the Enclave thing. There's already a system for that in the game. It's if you're using a faction armor, you get some guys that change their opinion about you. To the point where they attack you if they don't like that faction. That's the reason why I have another set of power armor, but Cass is not using it. Because I don't want to be the one using it, because the other set of power armor that I have is Brotherhood power armor. And I don't want that. I don't want to use that, basically. But it's such a cool helmet. Look at that. Just look at that helmet. Just look. Look at the helmet. Look at the helmet. Look at the helmet. Can we look at the helmet? No. Let's get... my bad. Let's see what we have back here. Mantises. Looks like it. They don't shoot it. It's a giant one. They're tricky. Eddie comes in and just murders these guys. Mantis 4-leg. Don't need none of that. Is there anything back here? Nope. Okay. So let's go that way. 4. Oh, big corners. Okay.
Staying low.
It's one shot. It's another shot. Nope, that guy's already dead. There's something up here, though. This is a completely different area from the rest of the game.
Gonna six this bitch.
Yeah, you do that. I would like to know what this bitch is. Oh, it's that thing. Missed. Should be okay. Just mantises. Hello. Oh, you're dead. No, you're not. Aw. He's got a broken leg. Aw. Poor little guy. Oh. Boy. Mantises, by the way, are really mean. When I say poor little guy about a mantis, I know they're very mean.
Caravan of 2 now.
I haven't met Veronica yet, no. No, I kind of wanted to. Because I saw Retrospective Gaming's video on her. I didn't see the video. I guess I didn't want to spoil it for me. But apparently was one of his favorite characters. And I haven't met her. I have no idea where she is. Am I entertaining? Well, the objective answer is yes. And no. And sometimes. And depends. And a lot of other things. Because it depends. Well, I suppose the objective answer would be depends. But that's not objective, is it? Yep. I would say that's the X01. Indeed. I recommend Arilagi. I recommend a game called Hidden and Dangerous. The first and the second one. Brilliant game, and it's got M1 Garand in it. And it's awesome. Also, the original Medal of Honor, pretty awesome as well. And the second one as well. And the expansion. Why are you involuntarily cringing? What happened? What happened? Oh, you're asked. Oh, I didn't see your first comment. Oh yeah. Then the answer is no. It's not meant to be entertaining. I find that it's misguided. I think for an upstart YouTuber, well, streamer, I guess, because I'm not on YouTube right now, to expect to be entertaining. Because unless you have a background on that, which I don't, you're just gonna look like a fool. So I don't try to be entertaining. So that's why the yes and the no and all the things. Maybe it does, Arilagi. Oh boy. Silent Storm does have M1 Garand indeed, yeah. Which I am playing on my channel on YouTube. Fun guns roleplay. Fun guns and roleplay. That's gonna be my new motto. Although I'm gonna have to pay royalties to you. Oh, Eric. Yeah. Yeah, basically. Although the fun tends to be... Look at what I'm doing right now. Just lost in the middle of a forest. So, is it fun? It is. Because this is what an open world is like. Just go back there, see a bunch of wildlife. It makes sense that there exists a bunch of wildlife over there. It might even be connected to a quest or something. So, you know what this reminds me of? Gothic 2. Gothic 2 has a lot of this sort of quest level design. Excuse the hiccup. It's got a lot of this sort of level design where you go into places that don't really connect to anything. I'm just following this road, by the way. Actually, I should probably look at the world map. Oh, that's Vault 22. Let's go. I thought I was not going. I didn't know that you had to go through here to get to Vault 22. I thought I was just going back to, going up to Marcus's place. But apparently we're going to Vault 22. It's gonna be fun. Okay, go on lurking, Drayden. Thank you for coming. Or thank you for lurking. The name of what game? Oh, the name that the game that I recommended? Hidden and Dangerous. So that's like hidden as something that's hidden, and dangerous as something that's dangerous. And the first one is very buggy, but it's very old as well. And the second one is much better in general. So play just the second one, don't bother with the first one. But yeah, fantastic games. Fantastic games. Is that bacon, Angry Kuko? What is that? I see that sometimes. Is that a heart? I don't know. I don't know, but... Oh boy, how's it going? Nah, yeah, navigation skills are strong with me, yes. Very, very strong. And the sprinting. I'm just really trying to see everything, really, at this point. To see if there's any hidden stuff. Because this is, as I said, this is very much like Gothic 2 and Gothic 1 as well, where you have an open world, but it's not open world, not exactly, and it kind of forces you to look at all the nooks and crannies because there might be something in there, and that's awesome. That's why the Gothic series is so well loved for its exploration, and also well feared for its deadly enemies that will kill you. That will definitely kill you. Bacon Heart, that's the one then. Okay, let's get the guy. Just getting a little bit of experience, spending some ammo here. Get some of that. There's something over there that I want to check out. I'm kind of all turned around though. Let's focus on the vault. But where is the vault? Is it through here? I wonder if it is. It kind of looks like there's a passage over there that goes around. Kind of looks like that's the case. Oh yeah, yeah. Gothic 1 and Gothic 2, Gothic 2 in particular are the deep ones that get all the love. Gothic 3 was decent. The quest design, I like it. Yeah, we can get into Vault 22 from here. The quest design was pretty awesome. Oh, what is this? Hey. Hey, man. Girl?
No run-ins with the Great Khans, I hope. They've been more restless than usual.
Ranger Kudlow. What do you know about the Great Khans?
Tough, independent, and as ruthless as they come. They're holed up in Red Rock Canyon, and it's this station's job to keep an eye on them.
What are you doing out here?
Keeping watch on the Great Khans, mostly. They usually stick around Red Rock Canyon, but at least one large group left recently. We called it in, but haven't heard anything about any Great Khan incidents. Whatever they're doing, they're keeping a low profile.
Okay. Bye.
Be careful out there.
I'll see you later. She's got a different armor, doesn't she? That looks nice. Look at those shoulder pads. Just seriously, look at those shoulder pads. Really cool. Really cool stuff. Everybody loves bacon. Why wouldn't you love bacon? It's actually not a food I eat all that much because it's really unhealthy. It's just really, really unhealthy. Really, really unhealthy. But I do like it. There's nothing up here. So what is this? Just an outpost? Suppose. Hey, man.
I'd gladly fight at your side.
Thank you very much. Hey, ma'am.
You're here for the money. I told the Emeritus I was good for it. I just need more time.
I'm not here for the money. What happened between you and the Emeritus?
I talked to the cashier at Gamora into forwarding me some chips. I was convinced I was due for a hot streak. It didn't go so well. The Emeritus were nice and said they'd give me some time to pay them back.
Well,
they also said if they had to talk to me about my debt again, they wouldn't be nice the next time.
Yeah, you should have known, shouldn't you? I thought the NCR Rangers were supposed to be tough and fearless.
I don't want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk about it? If you don't tell me, someone else will. I'd rather hear your version, I guess.
We were on patrol near the dam when a Legion raiding party jumped us. Didn't even have time to radio it in. I was hit in the head with a machete and knocked out. Didn't kill me, though some nights I wish it had. When I woke up, my nerve was gone. The rest of my squad was crucified, butchered, mutilated. I don't know how they missed me. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they knew they'd broken me. I gambled and drank a lot after that. Got into trouble. But the Rangers gave me a second chance instead of kicking me out. So here I am.
Yeah, I guess the broken part of it. I think she needs some reinforcement, I think. You were too tough to kill, and you'll get paid back on the Legion someday. Well, I'll definitely help you there.
Maybe. But thanks for saying it anyway.
So what do you do here?
I operate the radio, and call it in if we see any Great Khans moving out in large groups from Red Rock Canyon.
Is that where I'm going? Okay, bye.
Watch out for Great Khans.
Yeah, apparently you have a lot of Great Khans around. Hey, sir.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
You definitely won't. You'll keep saying things like, oh, patrolling the Mojave makes you wish for a nuclear winter. What do we have over here? Reloading bench. Don't need any of these. Hello. There's a little latrine back here. House? Oh, we can do this. Let's not. Now my power armor is dirty. Well, it shouldn't be. Very rarely have I used the outhouse like that. I never really had to. The only place that I used something like that was in my my aunt's house. She had a sort of a outhouse like that. Not anymore. But I never really knew how to sit down on that. I was a little kid though. But but never really knew how to, because it's not like a proper toilet. It's different and it's weird. What I know, I keep to myself. Careless talk costs lives. Yes, yes, sir. Okay,
hey.
I'll see you guys later. Probably not, unless I need to come over here because of the emerges. Although I'm probably not gonna
Legion out
do
of
that.
Nelson. About damn time.
Do I or not? Do I recommend Wasteland 2? Yes, I do recommend Wasteland 2. Unfortunately, it's a game with flaws, so it's a problem that it has flaws. There's a few flaws that I personally would fix, but the director's cut is much better than the original one, so I definitely recommend it. And if you can look over the flaws, it's great. Oh, you mean to watch? To watch? I mean, it's an old series, so my enunciation and just my commentary skills are lacking, as they are right now, but they're even more. And it's a pretty long series, but it's mostly focused on the exploration and the combat, because it's still got a lot of combat. Everything else is kind of all over the place, really. I cut out a lot of stuff, though. I cut out like the stuff of me upgrading weapons and selling weapons, so that, yeah, I think I did a decent job with that series. I think I did a decent job. Yeah. So yeah, I'd say so. Anything else? No. Yeah, but moderation is like eating a couple of strips every week. That's moderation. I don't do that though. I do like I eat a couple of strips every 6 months. Oh, that's a good one, Eric. Yeah. That's a good one. The kids would be headstrong. Strong-headed. What's going on? She's great. Don't shoot me. I like it. Hidden and Dangerous is a fantastic game. Be sure not to play it on the hardest difficulty, though. At least not the first time around. Because they're really hard if you play it on that difficulty.
Time for some get even.
Anarchy Valkyrie, good question, very good question. What are the flaws of Wasteland 2? Well, for starters, there's a problem with apparently that has never been fixed. A problem with the weapon dismantling mechanic that is really important to use because you get upgrades and stuff like that from that if you dismantle the weapons. And the chances of actually getting the upgrades are ridiculously low. The game says like 80% chance to, well, it says like 20% chance to get a specific thing, but it actually is like 5% or not, or even less. And even if when it's 80% chance to get something, it's still like only 30%. So you really need to save scum a bunch. I didn't do that too much, save scumming on my Let's Play, but I did it at the beginning, especially at the beginning. Later on, it's okay, but that's a problem. That's a bug that was never fixed and really unbalances the game because you want to upgrade your weapons and stuff. The other problem with Wasteland 2 is that some quests are not too many quests, but some quests are easily breakable. So basically, you don't really understand what's going on if you go to one place before you should go, and this is really hard to avoid if you don't know the game. This happened to me the first time around. I went to an area that I shouldn't go to. So if you want to avoid breaking quests, you should really see like a walkthrough just for the areas that you should go to. Not really what you should do, but you go here first, go there first, and all that. You got choices every once in a while, but you can break quests because of that. And that's a problem with Wasteland 2. Another issue, a big issue, I would say, is that the character system is broken, basically. It's very easy to game, and you really should look into builds for your characters. Builds that are optimized, because there's really no reason to have unoptimal builds. The system is not well done. Basically, there's stats that you should not have at all, ever. I don't know what it is. I think it's coordination, or it's coordination the good one. I don't remember. But there's like stats that you shouldn't have, and that is the only character system, is the stats, nothing else. Because the other stuff, the skills, are you can just have skills on different party members and use them on different party members, and that's that. Which is really fun, mind you, and I like doing that, and it's interesting like that. But you need to kind of roleplay outside of the game to, outside, when I mean outside, you kind of meta play or something. Just build any connection with your party members. Hey, Cass. Cass? Come here. No? No, she's coming. Okay. Well, that's always an awesome thing. That's an awesome thing, Arilagi. Hang on to that. Hang on to that. I remember when I got my first combat. I still remember what it was. Oh, there's a period after the R. There's a period. Arilagi, there's a period after the R. Arilagi, there's a period. There's a period after the R. There's a dot, little dot after the R. There's a dot. It's S dot T dot A dot L dot K dot E dot R dot. There's a period. There's a dot. There's a dot. There's a dot. There's a dot. There's a dot after the. There's a dot. There's a dot. There's a dot. There's a dot after the R. There's. Okay. Yeah. I think you'll enjoy it. You probably will enjoy it. You just need to look past those things. I'm mad because there's a dot after the R. There's a dot after the R. Stalker has 1 dot per letter. That's how things are. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. There's a dot after the R, but I'm kidding. I'm not mad, don't worry. Yeah, Stalker is a fantastic series. Fantastic game. Okay. Oh, there's super mutants over there. They're friendly. This is a ice area. Well, Stalker without thoughts. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Yep, that's how we do it as well, Arilagi, with a dot after the R. So, that's gonna be that for the stream, because in about half an hour I'll have to start recording with Bumpy. We're gonna record more Ark, Scorched Earth, and so yeah, that's gonna be that for this stream. I hope you guys had fun. I definitely had fun, a lot of fun. It was awesome to meet the Caesar and actually be able to talk to him, because I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to talk to him and I wouldn't be able to know his motivations and all that sort of stuff. But now I do. I really enjoy that. You guys made it all the more fun. Thank you very much for watching, for commenting as well while I was in that thing. Looking for Vault 22 is terrible, because I think we need to go past the mountains and not here. This the only access point that we have is to a couple of mines and to this place. So the vault is gone. I will be streaming again Fallout New Vegas next Tuesday. It's not going to be at this time. It's going to start, so whatever hour it is right now for you, next Tuesday, it's going to start an hour and a quarter after this hour. So right now for me, it's 8:45, and I start streaming next Tuesday at 10 p.m., which is, you know, it's p.m. right now. So yeah, that's going to be the plan for New Vegas. Yeah, so thank you very much for coming, guys. Thank you very much for coming along. I hope you had a good time, and I hope you have a good rest of Sunday, or if it's already nighttime for you, I hope you have a very good night, and I'll see you again next Tuesday. Bye bye, guys.
Staying low.